Okay, so everybody can see and hear me all right? Good. Okay, let's get started then. So as always, let's shake out our stress. It sounds like some of you have quite stressful days today and you need to get rid of some. Yeah. So let that blood flow through your veins. Lovely. But hi Grace, I don't know if I said hi already to you, but I said hi to an empty room, so you might have heard me. So pop around in your knees. Only a little class today. I think we're waiting on one more, so I might have to let somebody in a second. So go all the way up and come all the way down again. And just, yeah, dance your heart out really on your mat and let it go. This is all happening. Excellent. And let's roll down to the floor today. So tuck the chin in and let's roll it down towards the floor, opening through the back. Soft knees on this one. Let your arms just dangle and swing now from side to side. It's a little bit different today. Lovely. And just feel into your back and your shoulders as you just do this swingy movement with the arms. Lovely. Let's go backwards and forwards. Now widen the legs and then just go backwards and forwards through the legs. Not too high, not like you're skiing, but just immobilising a little bit through the back. Make sure you've got some core switched on to do this. So you've got some support for the spine. Soft knees. Lovely. And just feel like everything's letting go. And then roll through the spine, slowly, bone by bone. Excellent. And then just bend the knees and just move the weight from one side to the other, gently stretching out the inner thighs and just distributing the weight. Watch you're not overshooting your feet with the knees as you do the movement, and keep the body upright as always. Excellent. And let's tap to the inside of the ankles, just having that little bit of a deeper stretch. Tap behind you towards the back of the mat, and then tap forwards to the front of the mat. Lovely. And then roll through the spine, bone by bone. And we're just going to shoot a hand over to a diagonal and then the opposite diagonal. So breathing in, breathing out. Just having a nice stretch. Notice how your shoulders are feeling today. Do you feel like somebody's sitting on them? I bet you do, some of you. Excellent. Nice stretch over. Now stretch across. Right across. Again, in your little bit of a squat. And then straighten out the legs, alternate legs. Just feel into, again, your middle back, your shoulders. Notice how they're behaving today or not behaving, as the case may be. Lovely. And then slowly bring those hands to a standstill. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Soft knees and swing, rotate. Tapping the kidneys at the back of the hands, just stimulate the kidneys. And start to bring the arms up, bone by bone. Stretching right up high towards the ceiling. And then lower down. Excellent. And then bring the hands slowly to a standstill. And we just do some body preps from here. So stepping one foot behind the other, just one step behind the other. This sort of movement. When you bend your knees, make sure it's your bottom that's bending down rather than your knees shooting forwards, just to feel into the ankle, the lower soleus muscle. You may or may not feel this. If you've been quite stretched out, you might not feel it at all. I can't feel it today on that one. We've done some yoga already today. That might be why. And then push it up and step the same foot and step it really far back now, or as far back as your body will let you. And then rotate the feet so as both toes are pointing forward. And then this back heel, you straighten your leg out, you push the back heel down. Shin is vertical at the front. Widen the legs a little bit wider apart if you need to. Especially if you can't feel this, the back half muscle. If you can't feel that stretch out, you need to have much longer stance with the legs. There you go. And just breathe into it. Notice how the leg feels. On every out breath is you just letting that heel drop that little bit deeper to feel that calf stretch. Lovely. And then bring it back again. Shake it out if you need to as well. And step it back with the opposite foot. So just one step back. And then sit down and bend the knees and just, I feel this ankle a little bit more. But you might not have done any yoga stretching today, and if you haven't, you might feel that. Normally I can. Today I can't. And breathe. If you can't feel it, actually the way to do it would be to put your toes on the block like this and sink down, and you'll feel it then. So just in case it's you need that extra bit of stretch in your ankle. Lovely, and then push it back up. Nice big stride back with that back leg again. Nice straight leg. Toes are pointing forwards here. And again, we're bending your knees. So the shin is vertical. You're pushing the heel backwards and feeling that lovely big ashneva stretch with chunky calf muscle. And a nice good stretch there. These are really good to do, by the way, if you suffer with cramp at bedtime. Loads of people suffer with cramp at bedtime. And these are really good to do before you go to bed. Help to prevent it. Lovely. And then bring it forward and give it a nice shake out. Lovely. Going to do hamstring prep now. So feet are hip distance apart. Breathe in. As you breathe out, going to hinge forward with the hips, rather from the hips. And bring yourself in the ragdoll to start with. So taking hold of your elbows, allowing the weight to drop, tucking the chin in. Straightening out those legs. Feel that lovely stretch all the way from the glutes to the hamstrings. Have a look. Fabulous. And letting your spine really stretch out. Then inhale as you exhale. Going to bend the knees, tuck under the tailbone, squeeze that pelvic floor and roll yourself up bone by bone. Take a breath in, big stretch, big reach. And a lovely soft breath out. Well done. So grab yourself a drink if you need a drink. Need some hydration. Feel free to grab that. And if not, we'll just go straight into our standing meditation or sitting. As always, you have that option to sit. If you've had enough of standing today, job's been standing a lot. So have your feet hip distance apart into Tadasana mountain posture. Squinting with a fist and bringing it down to the fullest part of the feet. We've got to instep the other way to check our feet. And then roll the shoulders up, back and down. Pull the hands down towards the feet, but don't have any stiffness in the shoulders. And point your coccyx to the floor. So if you've got a little bit of an overcurve, a lot more subluxosis that you should have in the lower back, and your back aches when you stand, then do that little tuck. If not, then you might be fine already in neutral pelvis. And then imagine that golden thread attached to the ceiling, and it's pulling you tall. So feel like you're reaching and stretching up towards the ceiling with the chin parallel to the floor. Tuck back just a touch so the ears come over the shoulders. And standing there in Tadasana, you have the choice of either closing your eyes or lowering the gaze, whatever suits you. I'd like you to take your awareness down towards the hips and the lower back, the lower belly, the lower part of the lungs. Now imagine your lungs are full of maybe tar or black smoke, grey smoke. Let's take a breath. Stop the breath when it gets to the belly button and force the air really low. So as you feel a little bit of movement in your hips and in your lower back. Hold the breath in. Don't let it go just yet. Just hold it in and feel the sensations that's creating in the body. And then exhale really slowly out of the nose and feel as if you're letting go of that black tar, grey smoke, murky coloured, used up oxygen. Lovely. Toxins. Let's do that again. Same movement. So you're pushing the air down low. But this time you're allowing the air to raise just above the breastbone. Just below the breastbone of the belly button. So we inhale deep. But this time we feel the rib cage expand, but stop the air before it goes right into the top half of the lungs. And hold it there. You'll feel a little tension in your belly when you do that, when you hold that movement. Notice the sensations it's giving you in the body. And then exhale really slowly out of the nose, and imagine letting go of those toxins, that air that you no longer need or want in your body. Now on the next breath, you're going to fill the lungs completely. When you do this, I want you to imagine your favourite colour or maybe a bright light entering the body, and imagine this is refreshing the body. So we inhale deep again, right down into the depths of the lungs. Inhale. Spread the air right through the rib cage, the centre of the back, and then inhale right to the top of the lungs without moving the shoulders. Fill your lungs to complete capacity and enjoy that feeling. And as you exhale again, exhaling the remainder of this stale air, feel it letting go, and imagine your body becoming refreshed and re-energized as you let go of that stale air in your body. Lovely. Then just breathe easy and notice what's going on in your head. Is your mind still in work or home life? Or maybe the news, if you've sat and seen the news today. Whatever it is going on in your mind at the moment, just acknowledge the thoughts and then let them go and bring your mind back to a still point. Concentrating instead on feeling the air on your nostrils and watching the air as it goes down the back of your throat, down the rib pipe to your lungs, and feel that coolness. And equally, when you exhale, just imagine that air, that warm air as it leaves the body, and just concentrate on your breath. And each time a thought pops up in your head, just imagine there's a little person in your head with a suitcase, and you're popping your thoughts into the suitcase and watch it close. No longer needed, but you can have it back later if you want. And just regroup to the breath. Feel into the body and scan your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes, and just notice any parts of the body that's holding onto tension, anywhere that might be really tight or uncomfortable today. And if there are any areas, just breathe into the area that's tight, and as you exhale, just start to relax that area and let go, release it and relax it, let it go. Now bring your awareness down to the soles of your feet and spread the toes wide on the mat so you feel really grounded and connected to the earth below. Press the weight into your toes and the balls of your feet. Keeping your toes fixed to the floor, take your weight back and watch the balance, and send the weight into the heels and particularly onto the outside of the heels to engage the muscles around the knees. And then push forwards again in this lovely rocking motion as you feel very grounded, very safe, very secure to the earth. And just feel that lovely therapeutic massage from front to back of the feet, realigning the fascia in the body. And then circle the feet, slow, deliberate, meaningful circles, and feel your feet begin to massage into the floor. And then circle with awareness, circle the opposite way. And just feel into those feet. Notice all those reflexology points being massaged into the floor. Excellent. And then come to a standstill. Take your arms now and have your palms facing upwards with your elbows inwards, tucked inwards. When you lift your arms, still standing tall into Tadasana, which you tend to sink in meditation, let's make sure that we're lifting through the spine. And as we raise our arms, our elbows come just above the elbows into a slight diagonal. But you imagine that you've got a heavy box of books, that sort of sensation. But imagine this is maybe a thought, emotion, something that crops up into your head, maybe last year and all the things going on this year, whatever it is. But imagine that you've got it there and you're pushing it back behind you. So breathe in as you breathe out with some strength in the shoulders. I want you to push back as if you're holding a heavy weight and pushing it from falling on your head. And just imagine that any of your troubles, any of your stress If you suffer with depression or anxiety, just imagine it's there and you're pushing it back behind you. Watch it disappear back into the past. And then let go and drop the elbows. And we'll do that again. So imagine shuffling off all those thoughts, unwanted thoughts and emotions. If you're fed up with the situation we're in, scoop it all up. Let's not let it spoil our week. And bring those elbows just above the shoulders. Breathe in as you breathe out. Push it behind. Watch it disappear. See it disappear back into the past. And then let go and imagine drawing forwards into the future. Excellent. And then just gently shake out your arms. Lovely. How do we feel, guys? All right? So, get yourself a drink if you need a drink, and change your music to something slower if you want to play music. Just thought, put my hair up. Let me just screw the band. Just realised my hair's done. Okay. So, charity pose. We've done not charity pose. Seat of compassion. We've done this sequence before. It's a lovely drill sequence, and it's all about the heart, opening up the heart. So nice, fuzzy, loving sensations all ready for your weekend. And to start with, we do the lotus chair. So we keep our feet hip distance apart and we stand in Tadasana. When we bend, remember in chair, the knees don't come over the toes. So we sink down, so the shins are as vertical as they can be. And as you sink down here, this is where you feel the strength here in the quads. So make sure you're switching on the quadriceps. Holding firm and stable in the knees. Now let's take our hands into the lotus nidra. So this is the little fingers together, the thumbs together, and the rest of the fingers are open. So imagine this is like a lotus flower reaching towards the sun. So in your chair posture, your tailbone tucked slightly under, so the tailbone points to the earth. Inhale and raise up with your lotus flower and place your lotus flower onto the crown of the head. Inhale and grow up towards the sky. Imagine that lotus flower is growing up towards the sun. You can glance up at your flower now and imagine the sun rays are filling that lotus basket full of sunlight. Imagine the sunlight is cascading through the fingers, down the arms, over the crown of the head, and showering your whole body in light and energy. As you exhale, you're going to close up the lotus flower, push up, and drop the hands down towards the heart. Touching the heart with the thumbs. And imagine a beautiful emerald green colour. I know we normally associate roses and red with heart, don't we? But in yoga, the emerald green is the colour of the heart chakra and the heart. So breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to sink our bottom down towards the ground again, tucking under that tailbone for strength and switching on that pelvic floor. Growing the lotus flower towards that sun. Inhale. As you exhale, just imagine and visualize that sunlight. You're catching the sunlight in the palms of your hands. That sunlight is flowing over the arms and showering the whole body in energy and light. Closing up your lotus flower, stretching up tall, bringing the hands all the way down to the heart, just gently touching the heart with your thumbs. And again, visualizing a beautiful emerald green. One more time. Inhale and let's grow that flower up towards the sky. Bend and soften the knees, tuck under the tailbone and switch on that pelvic floor, the Mula Bandha, root block at the bottom there. Holding in this beautiful energy that flows into your hands. Inhale as you exhale, close up that lotus flower and bring the hands all the way down to the heart. And then you're going to take your hands around the back of you into charity pose arm, which can be here, can be there, or anywhere along there. Okay, so you choose your charity pose arms, arms, what suits your body best. We're going to step out now with our right foot. I'll say right foot. It's my right foot, but you might want to mirror me or just use your right foot like mine. So I know I'm probably in reverse of the camera, but not when it's recorded for some reason. So we're going to turn and twist the body. Make sure the ankle is comfortable at the back. So the heel should be in line with the back corner of the mat. the opposite foot is towards the front of the mat. Now, as you lift up, it's a heart opening activity this. So as you lift up out the body, and as you stretch back, you'll feel a little psoas stretch here. So this long muscle attaches the top and the bottom half of the body. Sometimes creates backache if it gets tight. So open the heart, you should be slightly squeezing the shoulders together, the shoulders are back and down. And again, the head is slightly tilted up here. And again, visualizing that sunlight, opening up and feeding into the heart this time. Make sure that your shin is vertical at the front and you're not leaning too far in, so it's dangerous for the ankle injury. So breathe in now. As you breathe out, we're going to reach forward with the sternum. So with the chest reaches forward over the thigh. Do watch your balance on this. As you feel your body forwards, if you can, and there's no blood pressure issues, no balance issues, drop your head so your chin slightly tucks in here and your head's pointing towards the ground. If you like, you can straighten out that front leg. That's not for everybody, okay? So no, it's good for you, straighten out the leg, depending on your level of flexibility. Now watch you not bearing weight into the thigh, that you're holding your own structure using your core support. Then inhale as you exhale, bend the knee and start to uncurl from the base of the spine, slowly, bone by bone, as you lift your body up. And we'll do that again twice more. So open up the heart, breathe in as if you're breathing in that sunlight into the heart. And then exhale as you push forward. So the knees bent, the shin is vertical as you come forwards. Then you tuck the chin in. So the head pointing, the crown of the head points down to the floor. And you have that lovely stretch through the neck and the rest of the vertebra. Straighten out the front leg if you like. It's an option. I'm going to have a look at everybody, so don't copy me. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, bend the front knee. And then slowly uncurl from the bottom of the spine, pulling yourself up with your core strength. That was well done, everybody. Beautiful. And let's do that again. Let's open up the heart, breathe in, imagine that sunlight entering the heart, feeling you full of these lovely soft, fuzzy feelings. Push forward with the sternum over the thigh. On the out breath, again, tucking in the chin if it suits you, letting the head, crown of the head stretch towards the floor, straightening out the front leg if you like, to get that lovely hamstring and glute stretching. Well done. And then bend the knee, push through that front leg and engage the back of the hamstring here to unroll through the spine. Excellent. Now we're going to do that one more time. We're going to release the hands into the Bakasana, the crane. So we're going to breathe in. We're coming forwards for the last time, but this time we release the arms. Do it slowly, because I've been in there some time, might be 8. If you need to shake out in between stretches, you can do. Placing your hands on the floor, about 6 inches in front of the feet. Now you can use a block, a chair, small table here if you need to. Then you're going to push the weight forwards over that front leg, so the back toes on the floor. Then begin to straighten the front leg out if you can, like a one-legged forward bend. Have your hip over the top of the ankle. And then breathe in, engage the core muscles as you lift the back leg. Now make sure that the knee and the toes are pointing down and the hip isn't raised, it's dropped. So as your back is level, I'm coming to have a look at you in this stretch. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Make sure you're breathing in this, noticing the sensations again that you're feeling in the body. Well done. Now inhale as you exhale. You slowly drop the back leg in a big stride behind you. Then drop down onto the knee, drop the back knee down to the floor. If you need to grab a cushion or a blanket, you can do to protect the knee. But you're bringing your body up, you're rolling yourself up into this is the seat of compassion now. So it's not the runner pose here, so you're quite stable on the knees. Widening the legs if you've got balance issue, widen them deeper apart here. Then we're going to lift the arms up and we're going to flex the wrists forwards. We're going to draw a big rainbow over the body now as we twist and open up the chest and the hips here. So we inhale, draw a rainbow and start. Leave the knee fixed where it is, don't let it follow you. and then bring it to this position here. So you should feel a nice stretch here in the adductors. Yes, in this inner thigh here. The chest is open, excellent, and your shoulders are lowered from the ears. Now pinch your light arms. You're not stretching dynamic arms. It's got a nice flex in the elbows. Pinching the fingers and thumbs together, drawing the hands by the head. Inhale and pluck out any stress from your mind, anything that you can't stop thinking about, anything that's worrying you. And then exhale, gently push it away. You can do this with closed eyes if you feel your balance is fine, you know what you're doing. So we inhale here and exhale. Feel like you're pushing away and offloading a heavy mind. Inhale one more time and then exhale. Push away any worries, any troubles, any stress. Wonderful. Then bring the back arm all the way round and take that down to the floor. Tuck under the toes behind you and lift the knee off the floor. Then push back with that heel. So you get that lovely calf stretching again, ankle stretch. Excellent. Now bring your leg so as your foot again, the heel secure. You might need to bring your leg in a bit more. So the heel points backwards because you're going back into your charity pose, back into Parvatasana here. So we're going to take our arms in any of the charity pose arms that are comfortable for you. Pushing through the heel, tucking under the tailbone and raising yourself up by switching on the hamstring and the glute. Excellent. Take it back one last charity pose this side. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your body upright and turn your body to the joy of having doing back toes. And then release the arms. Taking the arms out to the side of you. Breathe in. Let's reach up tall. Put the hands together. Let's lift them to the sky. Take a slight back bend to stretch out the psoas muscles again here. Excellent. And then exhale. Draw the hands down. Take them behind you. Charity pose arms again. But this time we reposition the feet. So the one foot is turned, the right foot is turned towards the front of the mat. This time the left heel towards the back corner. And bend the knee so your shin is vertical, knees over the ankle. And then take it back here, feeling a deeper psoas stretch, open through the heart, looking slightly upwards as if you're gazing at the sun. And imagine that sunlight. It's nice to imagine sunlight in this dull weather. And imagine it filling your heart and bathing your whole body, already lifting the spirits. Inhale as you exhale, push forward to the sternum, over the thigh. Excellent. Keeping good balance, and if you need to move your foot across towards the outside edge of the mat. Tuck the chin in, so the crown of the head drops to the floor, only if it's suitable for your body, remember. And breathe and hold the breath. Straighten out that front leg if you like. See how you go with that. Let's have a look at you. Well done. Good. And then bend the knee before you push through the foot and unroll through the spine using your core strength to lift the body, not the back. And then take it back again. Shoulders are back and down. The shoulders are right away from the ears. And you imagine the heart being filled with light, with love, with laughter, with joy, with happiness. All those lovely fuzzy feelings. Breathe in. As we breathe out, we reach rear back chest, the sternum. Lead with the sternum. As you fold over the thigh, again tucking in the chin if it's suitable for you to do that. Straighten out that front leg if you like the more dynamic stretching the hamstring and the glutes. Well done. One leg might be a lot stiffer than the other. You might notice this about your body. Bend the knee again and uncurl through the spine. Remember, you're switching on your hamstring and your glute to do that upward movement. One more time as we open our heart here, stretch back, breathe in, breathe out. Let's fold over that thigh as you roll through the spine. Straightening out the front leg if you like, with your head pointing downwards. Brilliant. Then breathe in as you breathe out, bend the knee, push through that foot, switch on the glute, well done, and bring yourself up. On this next one, we're going to cast, so opening up again, feeling that lovely psoas stretch here. Breathe in as you breathe out, let's fold forward, but releasing the arms this time. placing them down on the floor or a block or a chair if you need that, about 6 inches in front of the foot. Inhale as you exhale, let's take the weight onto the front leg. Back toes at the foot on the floor at this point. Straighten out your front leg. If you can't straighten it, a little bend spine as long as you've got your hip over the ankle. Then engage the core muscles. Breathe in, engage the glute on that left leg as you begin to raise that leg in a lovely straight line to the body. So make sure the toes are near the hip. Very important the hip's not up here, it's down and flat. Come to have a look at you. And breathe. Don't hold your breath. Well done, guys. Beautiful. Good pull out. Okay. Well done. And then inhale as you exhale, slowly dropping the back leg in a big stride behind you and dropping your knee down to the ground. Again, you can use a cushion or a blanket under that knee if you need to. Let's roll up through the spine until we just are kneeling on one knee. Okay? Flexing the hands in front, flexing the wrists. Let's draw that big, beautiful rainbow over the top of our head, that protective shield. Inhale and stretch it over, reach over the head and twist, but don't let this knee come inwards. Make sure the knee is fixed where it was. You get that lovely stretch here in the thigh and you feel that hips have rotated as of the shoulders. Shoulders are dropped away from the ears, remember. It's like you're pinching the fingers and thumbs together with a slight W shape of the arms. And then pull the hands in towards the head. If you want to draw something in, if you need a quality, you can draw that into the head if you like, as opposed to pushing out the stress on the out breath, whatever your body needs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's draw that rainbow back again as we close off the hips this time, taking the hand down to the floor. Let's tuck under the toes at the back and lift the knee off the floor, pushing the heel back. You feel that lovely stretch through the calf muscle. Excellent. Then as we place the back foot on the ground, swivel the toes round so the heel points towards the back corner of the mat. Shin is vertical at the front. You're switching on the glutes and the hamstrings as you push through that front leg to unroll the spine. As you do, you're going to flow those arms back into your chariot pose arms. Then lift and open the chest and imagine the sunlight filling the heart. Excellent. Breathing in, let's flow forwards. One last time, so flow forwards over the top of that thigh, then roll up through the spine as you lift the body. Then swivel your feet forwards. Release the arms from behind. Take the arms up and over and place the palms together. At this stage, you might want to just draw your feet back into hip or shoulder distance apart. And we're going to do that spiral of energy. Now, what we can do here is interlock the fingers. You can't see the fingers. Interlock the fingers here and put your index fingers forward with the thumbs crossing overhead. And we'll create that spiral. So we're going to start by spiraling around the ankles. So we're going to have a slight back bend and then sideways bend as you spiral all the way down to the floor. Soft knees here. Draw all the way around in a big circle. Breathing in and breathing out as you do this. Round towards the knees now, to the height of the knees as you spiral this energy all around your body. And then to the height of the hips. Excellent. Mulandara chakra. All the way down towards the down here. Excellent. Towards the belly button, now round towards the belly. Lift it up in that yellow colour. And centre chakra, and then the heart and the hearter. You get that beautiful green whipping around the body here. Inhale as you exhale, throat now. Excellent. And then the third eye, and then all the way to create a little halo above the head. A halo of, imagine, violet, a bright colour there above the head in Sahasrara. And then part the hands and just have the hands facing towards nice soft arms. Close your eyes here. Take a big, deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly start to lower the hands in front of the body, close to the body but not touching the body. And just imagine you feeling your own energy here, washing through the body, one energy center going into the next, into the next, into the next, to form a balanced body and mind. Excellent. When you reach the bottom, just let your hands face forwards with relaxed arms and hands. Keep the eyes closed and take a lovely full yoga breath. Inhale. Right the way to the top of the chest, filling your lungs right the way up. And then exhale slowly and just reflect on how your body feels after your sequence. The seat of compassion, the heart opening, heart activating sequence. Let's do that again, one more time. Inhale. And exhale, and just feel a lovely warm fuzzy glow flowing through your body and your mind, lifting your spirits and creating a great mood. And open your eyes when you're ready. Well done, guys, well done. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I love that sequence. But have yourself a drink. You're very mindful, isn't it, that one? Very mindful, very chakra-like, but I quite like it. So have yourself a drink if you need one. And we're coming down to our knees next bit. So coming down onto the knees. So if you do suffer with your knees, feel free to grab some cushions or blankets here. Okay. Okay. So this actually, when I did this, I just practice sometimes. I just on a whim practice some stretches, and I quite like the feeling of this one. It hasn't really got a name. I'm going to call it Bolero, and those that remember Torvill and Dean and Bolero, yeah, we'll recognise this for sure, except we're not nice. I'm pretty sure everybody in the class has got good knees and we're all quite comfortable kneeling back onto our heels. But if you're not, you can do a higher version, and you can do one with maybe block or a chair behind you if you need a bit of height. Okay, you just adapt. I'll show you how you adapt it if I visually see that you need it. So what you're going to do is to place our right hand at the back, well, just at the back of yeah, sort of in line with the toe, just above the toes, that sort of alignment. But if it's too uncomfortable for you, that you bring it forwards, okay? We're going to breathe in, we're going to wrap our left arm around us, and as we do, we're going to lift the hips and take the arm overhead. So you're feeling this lovely big stretch all the way from side down to the hip. Have a look. If anybody needs any adapting. You look all right actually. Then we bring it down, it's going to do to the flow. So bring it down, take it in front of the body, wrap the other arm, take that hand back, so it's the left hand back now, and your right arm up. So you're feeling, now if you're tight in your quads, for instance, you might feel that. We have a bit of a stretch. And then bring it forwards on the out breath. And just do a few of these, okay? Just do a few of these in like a lovely lift. And just feel the body loosening up. With every lift that you do, feel the body loosening up. So come forwards and wrap it around again the opposite way. Just do this in your own time, but not to be rushed. So breathing in, lifting out. You feel those intercostals stretching now. So the intercostal muscles, those through the ribs. And, you know, anything that opens the ribs, remember, is you're letting go. Gosh, that filing cabinet I've mentioned time and time again. Letting go of old rubbish, old emotions, things that you don't want anymore, but then to head off them, and you could do without them. So just imagine letting them go as you do this gentle movement, opening the ribs and sorting out that filing cabinet in your body. Lovely. Last one here, breathing in, lifting up, having that lovely stretch, rotation, the shoulder, and then exhale, bring it forwards. Well done, guys. Well done. Coming up now onto your knees. So just to complete our side opening postures here for today. You're going to take your right leg out, so have it in line with the left knee. And we're going to just relax the foot today. So before we always had it, well, 9 times out of 10, because we're trying to get this stretch here, you have the toes pointing forwards. But today, just relax that foot. Then we're going to take our arms out to shoulder height, like bird pose. So you've got to be careful of your balance here. Your root block needs to be on, your mula bandha, your pelvic floor needs to be really pulled up tight. This transverse abdominis muscle needs to be really tight here before you begin. So you breathe in as you breathe out. Let's hinge forward, hinge from the hips. And it's going to take a bit of balance control. Keep the head lifted here if you can to help you balance. But bring your arms out to shoulder height and slightly backwards. Okay, so not too far backwards, but slightly backwards. I'll try and show you sideways angle. It might help. Although I've got a bit of a baggy t-shirt on today, so probably hindering body shape. So breathe in, breathe out. So slightly looking forward and just holding the core tight. Well done. Don't forget to breathe, because this is one of those postures that you'll be holding your breath in. So make sure that you're breathing. Keep that body flow. Just notice how your body's feeling as you push forward. The back should be lovely and straight. It looks to me like everybody's back is lovely and straight. Great. And then you're going to drop your left hand to the ground, or on a block if you need to, and hand is in line with the knee, and you're taking the arm over, the right arm over into a diagonal. So it's a lovely diagonal strip from the little fingers all the way down to the little toe, that side angle posture. And feeling that massive stretch, the further stretch here, especially in your waistline release. Breathe in, drop the arm forwards, the high arm, and then come back into a bird pose as the hands go back. Let's stretch the fingers in this one. Stretch the fingers wide. Chest is pointing down to the floor. So the chest lifts and tailbone back gives you that lovely stretch in the back as well. The control you need in the muscles in the tummy to hold your balance here are really needed to be switched on. Inhale now as you exhale. We're going to drop our right hand onto the thigh, lift the body up, take the arm high, the left arm high, and we're going to slightly slide down that leg with the right hand, so you're opening up side angle here into gate pose, and breathe and hold your breath. Well done. And then drop the arm, take the hands forwards and bring that leg in. And then just sink back a second into child posture, taking the hands by the feet, dropping yourself forward, curling into a ball, and breathe down, hold your breath. You can, if it's too much for your knees, you can put that cushion underneath your bum. Out the knees. Slowly, slowly rolling through the spine bone by bone, rolling the shoulders back and down, kneeling up and taking your left foot out. Again, relaxed foot on this one. And you're rolling the body up, but bringing the arms out. Chest is forwards into your bird again. Excellent, well done. And just watch the balance. So keep the core strong. Watch the balance. Your toe, your back toes on this right foot should be pressing towards the floor. And breathe. Don't hold your breath. Well done. Excellent. And then you're going to drop your right hand in line with the right knee and the right shoulder. You're going to twist and pivot the body, and then bring your left arm over in line with your ear. So your whole body is open, your shoulders are open, your hips are open. Watch you not pushing your bottom backwards. Watch this, it isn't a habit that you're pushing your bottom backwards. Make sure you're tucking in the bottom. So as you're squeezing your glutes, squeezing your glute, which helps the psoas here to stretch out and your obliques, and breathe and hold your breath. Let's have a look at you. Well done, beautiful. Now drop the high arm, so drop the left arm down, bring it round, taking the right arm off the floor back into your bird posture. So bring the arms slightly back, chest slightly forward, visually, well not visually, but feeling into the bones of your back, and feel like you're separating the bones of the back. You're engaging the core muscles, and really pulling in your Uddiyana Bandha, which is your root lock, your middle lock here in the belly button, pulling that chakra in. Lovely. And then slowly lower your left arm, roll up through the spine, lift your right arm up this time, and slide the opposite way. As you slide down that leg, opening up again through the side body, Maybe you feel this in the hip as well. And breathe, don't hold your breath. You're doing well. Excellent. And then inhale as you exhale, lower the arm down. Take the hand to the floor and draw in the leg. This time we're going up into a downward dog. Spin around here. And tuck the toes under you. Hover the knees. Let's take the body back so the head comes between the arms and you get a lovely strong back. And then start to lift the coccyx to the sky, come high onto the toes, tensing the calf muscles. And then exhale, slowly on that exhale, lower the heels to the front and down dog. See, your hamstrings should be reasonably flexible, but if yours are still tight, then do the walking of the dog movement if you need to here. Welcome. And then we're going to bend the knees again. And if you can, I want you to step forward to the right foot and step forward to the left foot. If you need to come onto your knees first, you can do that. Then take the hands either behind the legs or place them flat on the floor in front or at the side of the feet. And take your chest in towards the thighs when breathing that forward bend. Relax the head and neck and feel the elongation of the spine, the elongation of the legs, of the hamstrings, of the lower back. Breathe. Just after. Soften the knees and gently uncurl through the spine with the backs of the hands together. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, lower the hands to the side of the body. Excellent. We're going to do a breath today, breathing technique. So I hope everybody all right so far? Yeah, good. So pigeon breath, I'm doing it in a while. So pigeon breath, you interlock the fingers and you take them here under the chin. We'll talk you through it, and we're going to do it 3 times, 3 rounds of pigeon breath. So pigeon breath, theoretically, you can coo if you want to. You're in your own space, you can do what you like. Nobody can eat you, don't have to be embarrassed. But generally speaking, you make an O with the mouth as you breathe out, so that O noise. So feel the breath being pushed out of the mouth when you breathe out. So with the hands under the chin, we're going to inhale long and deep through the nose, lift the elbows high. And then exhale, the head tilts slightly back as the arms come together, blowing out the mouth. Keep the elbows together and breathe in through the nose. And then exhale as you slowly drop the head and bring the arms to neutral in a comfortable position. We'll do that again. So be careful you're not getting dizzy and overloaded for oxygen here. So inhale, lift those arms. And exhale, make that O shape with the mouth and blow out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, lower the head and relax the arms. We'll do that one more time. So lift the elbows on the inhale. Bring the elbows together, lift the head on the exhale. Keep the elbows together, breathe in through the nose. And then exhale, slowly lower the head and relax the arms. And then unwind the fingers and drop the hands. And just close the eyes for a second, relax the body. And just breathe normally for a second, just in case you need to just level off the carbon dioxide oxygen levels in the body. Not easy. Excellent. So when you're ready, shall we relax? Yes. So grab yourself a drink, hydrate yourself, and yeah, use as many props in your household to make you comfortable as you can, and make sure you're warm and comfortable. Just grab my water. Okay. So line yourself down in a comfortable position for you. And yeah, propping yourself up. You want to dim your lights, cover your eyes, change your music. Do what it takes to get yourself in a comfortable place. So whenever we did a class before, I usually say, so which meditation, relaxation or visualization would you like today? Out of all the ones I do, 9 times out of 10, we say, take me to the beach. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. So this pleases everybody. So if it isn't your bag, then just switch off from the words and take you into your own little world. But we're going to start by tensing and relaxing the body. So draw the toes toward you, push the heels away and press your knees into the mat. And squeeze tight in your buttocks, pushing your lower back into the floor to tighten all the lower body. Pull the belly button back towards the spine and press your ribs into the floor. Raise your arms slightly off the mat and tighten the fists. Bring the shoulders towards the ears and tighten through your neck, screw up your face, tighten the muscles under your hair and push your shoulders into the floor. So everything in the body is as tight as it can be. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, go and just let go. Allowing the fingers to naturally curl into the palms of the hands and your arms relax just a few inches away from the floor. And just notice how your body's feeling at the moment after your sequence. The sequence is there today. And just try to relax into the body. Relax into the mind. Turn your head from left to right if you need to get that stiffness from the neck. And then bring the head to the center. Lift the head off the floor, tucking the chin to lengthen the back of your neck. And then allow the head to softly roll back on to the cushion or the mat. Take your awareness now right the way down to your feet, making any adjustments by the way if you need to at this point. Start to relax your feet, your toes and your ankles. Take your awareness down to your legs and relax your legs and your knees and your upper thighs. Relax your pelvis, relax your rib cage, relax your chest and shoulders. Any tension melt away. Relax your arms heavy to the floor and your wrists with fingers and thumbs. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw and your mouth and your tongue. Make a big wide O shape, massive, massive, big wide jaw, as if you're screaming really hard with your jaw, and then relax the jaw. Relax the eyes and soften them in their sockets, the rest of your face, and relax all the muscles under your hair. So your head starts to feel like it's letting go and heavy to the floor. Notice how your back is feeling at the moment to relax any tension in your spine and your back. Feel your whole body begin to soften. With any in-breath, the spine lengthens, and on the out-breath, the whole back softens into breath. And then take your mind and your imagination and imagine that you're on a beautiful Caribbean island in the sun. Imagine you're walking along a beautiful, golden, soft, sandy beach with a cocktail in your hand, with a mocktail you don't drink. Very carefree here, you feel very safe. No sign of any pandemic here. It's absolutely beautiful. Very peaceful, very relaxing. And then imagine listening to the waves, rolling on and off the shore. Feel the soft sand beneath your feet, leaving little pools behind as you walk on the beach. The sand feels warm on your feet, and you feel very relaxed, very chill. You look around and see palm trees swaying in a gentle breeze. You see a lovely palm tree and roll out your mat and lie yourself down. You imagine feeling that gentle breeze on your skin. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. You feel that sunlight pouring down into your body, keeping your body warm but not too hot as it's cooled by the breeze. As you listen to the ocean waves, you notice it's time with your breath. The ripple of waves on and off the shore as you breathe in and out. In and out. You decide to sit and look out at the ocean. It's as if it's dawn and a beautiful day is beginning. You see all the beautiful dawn colours and watch the sunrise as it is lifting out of the ocean. A brand new day is starting and you feel totally relaxed, feel well equipped with all the resources and the energy that's required to carry out your week ahead. You imagine that you go to the mat and you begin to walk along the water's edge. And you feel the water lapping at your toes and your feet and your ankles. You feel your body becoming stimulated, alive and awake at the coolness of the water on your feet. But you feel very happy and light in your heart, as if you're dancing along the water's edge. And you imagine now that you're walking back into your room and visualizing yourself lying on your mat, repositioning home, listening to the sounds around you, gently stirring your senses and awakening your soul. Start to breathe that little bit deeper and imagining sunlight filling your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes. Feel your whole body is becoming energized, revitalized, renewed and refreshed, ready to continue your week into your weekend. Bring some movement into the body now as you wiggle your fingers and your toes. And stretch your body anywhere you feel your body needs to be stretched. Bringing your feet on the floor or your knees to your chest, whichever you prefer. And just gently massage your back into the floor. Just gently rock the knees from side to side, circle the knees into the belly. And massage the back into the floor. Rolling onto your right side in a fetal position, supported by your hands and arms, and allow yourself to awaken slowly. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, pushing yourself up into a seated position. Taking the palms of the hands together, you might want to keep your eyes closed at this stage and just really rub the hands together so you get some warm heat and energy coming through the palms. Bathe your eyes in that warmth as you cup your hands over the eyes with a gentle movement and massage of the hairline, of the jawline, to get yourself a little bit more alert and awake. Squeezing the shoulders and the neck to bring a little pressure just a little so you're not dizzy when you stand, and taking the hands away from the body. Take a lovely deep breath in. Let's have a whole armful of that sunlight, that happiness, the joy, contentment and positivity, and pull that into the heart to last you all week. And again, big breath in and a slow breath out. Namaste. And give yourself a great big well done. You did marvellous today. Let me just stop that recording.